Let's go to help St. Jude's also, and one lucky winner will take home half the money tonight. 6-8-38.
She's the one for me, she's a piece of light. Sometimes I hang my head and cry, because always wanted to run at this long.
Tonight is contestant number 1 as she approaches the stage. This is Miss Penelope Peacock. Entry number 3 coming on the stage now is Miss Trixie May. Next up on stage, contestant number 4, Miss Frankie Irish. Contestant number 5 coming on stage is Miss Jessica. Contestant number 6 coming on the stage at this time is Miss Annie Mae. Entry number 7, or yes, 7, okay. Miss Janet. I'm going to stop right there for just a second before we bring our next 2 up. These are the ladies that will be in our adult class tonight. We have 2 different classes, so let's give it up for them first of all. Then we have our youth class, or our junior class. We're starting off with entry number 1, Miss Honey Hemi. And she is followed by Miss Ivy Irish. There we go. Let's give the crowd a chance to take a few pictures. Give them a hand. This is all of our lovely ladies for the evening.
You wait. Love the sass.
tonight. She is one of our club members, and she is hosting and sponsoring the pinup contest tonight. So I'm going to let her say a couple words about the contest.
Hi everybody, welcome. I'm so glad that you guys are coming this evening to support us. What's better than cars and gals is all I have to say. Also, please wish every single one of these girls good luck. You have no clue how much time it takes to get ready. If you were born in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, let me tell you, you guys have the best items. Vintage items are still here to be found, and all of these girls love vintage items. So along with the cars, why not beautiful women? So please, everybody, support these ladies, congratulate them, wish them the best of luck. It takes a lot to get out here, whether, it really doesn't matter how big the crowd is. I'm very honored to have all of these girls here, and they've done awesome. I mean, they're just very successful, and I'm so excited for the club and Maria Divine, and also a couple of our sponsorships that just had to toast the line. We also had some prizes donated from me, from Maria Divine Pinups. We've just had a huge sponsorship. Cindy Kopax and John Kopax have donated trophies. All of this has been put together for you guys just to add an extra thrill to the vintage cars. If you remember correctly, even in the war, our vintage models of the vintage women carried us on. And it's great that we can have these girls out here with you guys today, joining us. So if you could, just wish all of them a good luck, and the more they hear from you guys, and the more support they get from you guys, the more you're going to see. So root them on. They've done lovely. So thank you guys very much for coming. I appreciate it.
Miss Maria Divine. All right, at this time, we are going to bring our ladies up one at a time. We're going to give them a chance to pose for the cameras. We're going to ask them a few questions, and then we're going to let them go back off stage and bring the next lady up. So, if we can get contestant number 1, Miss Penelope Peacock. And how are you doing tonight, Miss Penelope?
I'm doing great, thank you.
All right, we've got a series of questions here for you that we're going to ask. We've got 3 questions for each lady, and I'm going to ask you the questions. Just answer to the best of your ability, and of course, make sure that the crowd knows that you're here and what you're saying. So, our first question for you is, what is your favorite classic song?
I like Elvis a lot, but I don't think that was in that era, was it? Ooh, yeah, okay,
Elvis fan.
All right. Well, that's fine. At least we know Elvis is your artist, so pretty much anything by Elvis would work, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Our next question for you is, do you prefer cruising in a convertible, a hardtop, or a coupe, and why?
Definitely a convertible, because I can let my hair just fly, and it's very, very comfortable to have the wind in it.
Very good. And next question for you, while you're in that convertible, do you prefer a bench or bucket seats?
Bucket.
Yes!
Because I feel like they're more comfortable, because bench seats are like you have to share a seat with another person. I'd rather have a seat to myself.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Penelope Peacock. Our next contestant number 2, come on up. Once again, we'd like to welcome Miss Holly Hot Rod to the stage. And how are you doing, Holly?
I'm excellent. Thank you. How are you?
Wonderful, thank you. I'm here with all these lovely ladies. How else could I be? Here we go with your set of questions. Our first question for you tonight is, what is your favorite classic artist or group?
Probably Frank Sinatra. Well, my husband and I love this show called Married with Children. And Love and Family's theme song is Quite often.
There you go, Mr. Frank Sinatra. Our next question for you is, what are your hobbies or interests and some facts about yourself?
Let's see. Hobbies-wise, I'm a very artistic person. I do graphic design on the side. Fun fact about me, I was born on my mother's birthday, so we have the same birthday. I think some other things. That's all I can think of.
That'll work fine, thank you. And your final question while you're up here is, do you like street rods, street machines, or original restored cars?
Original restored vehicles. Well, I'm in the insurance biz as my day job, and I deal with these types of vehicles on a daily basis, so it's cool to see both sides of it, to see the kind of dedication people put into the vehicles. So.
All right, thank you very much. You may pose for the cameras if you would like, and then we'll bring our next lady up. Once again, Holly Hot Rod. Next up, we have Miss Trixie May. How are you doing tonight, Trixie?
I'm good.
Good to hear. Your questions for tonight. What is your favorite classic or vintage car?
A 1932 three-window coupe, preferably with no fenders, but a 51 Merc would be right up there with it.
Very good. If you could live in any other decade, what would it be and why?
The 1940s, I really like learning about World War II, and I love all their musicals and that time period, and the film. And I'm a hairdresser, so their styles are very classic and timeless.
Very good, thank you. Also, one last question for you. How do you find vintage clothing, or do you make it yourself?
If I knew how to sew, I would totally make it myself, but I don't. So, like this dress I actually got for $10 at the antique store on Sunday.
All right, thank you very much. You may pose for the cameras. Once again, Miss Trixie May. Next up, Miss Frankie Irish. Hello, how are you doing tonight?
I'm just lovely, thank you.
Okay, great. Perfect.
All right, your questions tonight. Who inspired you to do pinup or vintage modeling, whichever you prefer?
So, it's probably a little bit of a strange inspiration considering the fact that I look like a giant piece of bubblegum tonight. But the little one wanted us to match, so I'm here in pink. So believe it or not, my inspirations are a combination of Morticia Addams, like I said, I know you can't tell, meets Lucille Ball. So I like the hair, but I love the comedy meets femininity and strength. And then Morticia is the goddess of goth and fabulous. So those would be my two biggest inspirations for doing pinup.
Thank you very much. Your next question is, if you were a flower, what would it be and why?
If I were a flower, I would probably be a black rose. Again, I know you can't tell, but my dream is to get married on Halloween and have the entire place dripping in black roses and crystals. So I guess I would say I would be a black rose, but today, a pink one.
Very good. And your final question for this evening is, do you prefer, now you're going to get a lot of yays or nays out of this one, but do you prefer General Motors, Ford Motor Company, Mopar, or something else, and why?
I think the easiest answer to that is something else. Like, that's probably the least offensive. I mean, I drive a Honda. It's a hybrid. Like, I like gas mileage, you know? But my favorite classic car is a Cadillac. It's actually a hearse conversion. I know, but it's a 52 Cadillac Superior, which was a limo converted to a hearse. So that's my favorite car, but for the sake of trying not to offend anyone, something else is my answer.
Very good. That concludes your question portion. Pose for the cameras as you exit the stage. Once again, Miss Frankie Irish. Next, we're going to bring up contestant number 5, Miss Jessica. Let's give it up for her. Come on. So I know it's hot, but you can't be tired of clapping already. And how are you doing this evening?
Well, how are you?
Very good, thank you. For your question portion tonight, we're going to start you off with, who is your favorite classic movie or TV star, and why?
Oh, we all know, right? 007, James Bond. Oh, the ladies bring it up. That's right. And we all know why, girls, right? Those eyes, that voice.
All right, our next question for you is, do you prefer traditional flames or real fire paint jobs on your hot rods?
Real versus traditional, what's the difference? Do I really have to ask? You've got to know. I like the real fire flames. The fire spark that's inside that heart, that's what I like.
There you go, folks. And one more question for you. What do you do to prepare for your pinup look?
It's my well-kept secret, and I can't give it away. But ladies, if you want to get those gentlemen, get their wallets out and donate some more to St. Jude, I'll let you know.
There you go. Thank you very much. We've taken some poses for the camera. And once again, Miss Jessica. Next up is our contestant number 6, Miss Annie Mae.
They fired me.
Sorry about that, a little windy up here. So how are you doing this evening?
Wonderful.
Great to hear. Your questions for tonight are going to start off with, what is the perfect accessory with a pinup outfit?
Probably your makeup.
Very good, your makeup. Also, we want to ask, do you prefer a two-tone paint job or a solid color car?
Solid car. What more? Just like how it fits the car.
Okay. And your final question of the evening is going to be, do you live the pinup lifestyle, or is this more of a hobby for you?
I like how I look dress up and show all these wonderful people how I walk.
Okay, thank you very much. You can take a couple poses for the cameras. Once again, that was Miss Annie Mae. Contestant number 7, Miss Janet, coming on stage. Give it up. And how are you doing this evening? Great to hear. Your questions tonight. We're going to start you off with, what is your favorite part of doing pinup?
My first time.
Her first time out. So what do you think of it so far? All right. My next question for you is going to be, do you prefer a vinyl or a Landau top, and why? Either, okay. All right, she prefers nothing up there at all. So, and our final question for you, what do you love most about vintage fashions?
You're so stylish.
Very good. Thank you very much. Take a couple poses for the camera. Honey Hemi, contestant number 1. How are you doing tonight? You still don't like me, do you? You remember me? We've talked before, haven't we, Emerson?
Remember him from last contest?
Can you come a little bit closer? You can stand over there by her if you want.
Let's go to Joanna.
I normally have this effect on ladies.
Come here, I'm going to ask you your questions today. Come here, Emerson. So, as we all know, the pinup business is a little scary. Modeling is a little scary, and this is our youngest contestant, and she is 2 years old. So this is a lot. Well, we're going to tell you a lot about Hemi. This is Miss Honey Hemi is her pinup name. This is actually her second modeling contest. And she is 2. So, therefore, unfortunately, she's a little shy on stage, but that's what happens when you get crowds. So, but she is definitely an inspiring model to be. And when she grows up, you guys are going to know that you're the first people that saw her. She's just an absolute doll. She just is. So she's just sweet, and you know, this happens. It happens to all of us. It happens to adults. So, you know, she just, do you want to wave at least one pose? One pose? All right, we're going to go ahead and go to the next contestant, guys, and give her a minute, okay?
All right, let's give it up for her.
Come on, girl. Hold on.
All right, we're going to go up to our second contestant in the juniors here. As she comes on stage, let's give it up for Miss Ivy Irish. And how are you tonight? Good to hear. I've got a couple questions for you. You going to talk to me tonight? All right. Our first question for you is, do you have a favorite game, and what is it?
My favorite game is Minecraft, because you can make your own house.
Very cool. Minecraft. My next question for you is, do you have a favorite car? You like the motorcycles. Why do you like motorcycles? She likes the fast open air. There you go. And I'm going to ask you one more question. And that question is, what do you like most about dressing up as a pinup model?
Because I can turn into a princess.
Very good. All right. Well, step right over there. Let the cameras take a couple pictures. Look at that pose, folks. All right, let's give it up for all of our models. We're going to take just a very brief intermission and let our judges tally everything up. We're going to bring all the models back up on stage and present you our winners. All right, we have the judges' tally and we are ready to go. But first we're going to bring up all of our pinup ladies one at a time here and reintroduce them. Let them stand up on stage and we're going to give you the winners. So, let's get contestant number 1, Penelope Peacock, back up on stage. Give it up for her, folks. All these girls worked really hard tonight and we appreciate them coming out and being with us tonight. Contestant number 2, Miss Holly Hot Rod. Contestant number 3, Miss Trixie May. Contestant number 4, Miss Frankie Irish. Contestant number 5, Miss Jessica. Contestant number 6, Miss Annie Mae. Contestant number 7, Miss Janet. In our junior division, contestant number 1, Honey Hemi. Maybe? There we go. And last but definitely not least, in our juniors, we have Miss Ivy Irish. All right, I'm going to try to stand over here out of the shot. Will not get fall off the trailer here. But give it up for them one more time. Get some pictures here, and then we're going to give you our winners. With no further ado, we're going to start off with our juniors. First place in the junior division. Please step forward, Miss Ivy Irish. Congratulations.
Congratulations for Daddy. Daddy's right there. Smile. Got your Daddy photo, sir. Good job, Ray. Good job. Okay, let's give these girls on. Would you hand her that too to go? Thank you. I can't bend down. No, I can't bend down.
Give it up for our juniors.
Good job.
And now, for our adult class in third place. Third place.
Well, I guess you guys want some money, right? Yes, yes. Right?
Our third place winner, please step forward. Entry number 7, Miss Janet.
This is a custom hairpiece that I make. They're pinups. Here's your trophy. This is also a sponsorship from the Toenail Salon to go get your nails done. And there is also another hairpiece in there for you. So, congratulations.
Give it up for our third place winner, Miss Janet. Our second place winner of the evening in our first annual Miss Twin City Cruiser Pinup Contest is entry number 4, Miss Frankie Irish.
Congratulations. Here you go. You also have a donation from Mary Kay. You have a nail kit in there from the Toenail Salon. And there's the money, honey.
Give it up for Miss Frankie Irish. And in first place, get all of our goodies up here for them, and the trophy, and the money. Before we give our first place winner, once again, I want to commend all of our ladies tonight. They did a fabulous job, and I think we ought to give them all one more round of applause. And now, with no further ado, our first place and our first annual Miss Twin City Cruiser is entry number 3, Miss Trixie May. for Miss Trixie May. All right, we're going to let all the ladies exit the stage at this time. And once again, we do thank all of our ladies for coming out tonight. Did a great job. And then we are going to pull our 3 winners back up on stage, please. Or actually, do you want
Winners back up for
Junior also? Junior also, real quick. Do a photo shoot and give it up for them one more time here. Miss Janet.
Janet, only one,
All right, there you have it, all of our winners. Give it up for them one more time. Now, so all of you ladies know, and all you folks out there, there will be several pictures up on the website, on Facebook and so on for the Twin City Cruisers, and I'm sure other sites as well. So make sure you look them up and go in and like them, because hey, these are the ladies that make it happen. We give it up one last time for our winners, Miss Janet, Miss Frankie Irish, Miss Trixie May, and Miss Ivy Irish.
Good job, Ryan. Good job.
And that is going to bring our first annual pinup contest to a close, but the cruising will continue, so enjoy your evening as we continue on. There's going to be more door prizes. We're going to have some trophies given out here in a little while, and lots of other stuff happening, so stick around and enjoy the evening here with the Twin City Cruisers.
Thank you, judges.